Travelers, welcome back to another episode of the Whispers of Lindwurm. This is Hoopoe whispering into your ears the updates about the Warcrow universe and its games. Today, we're traveling into the far, cold north. Oh, we're doing so. I know many of you are dying to do that because we're going to speak a bit about this alliance many of you have been asking and requesting us to show. The Northern Tribes. We'll also give you a bird's eye view of the narrative campaign and what's going on with it. And woohoo! You get to know the fifth and, for now, final member of our dysfunctional family, the Party of Warcrow Adventures, who you probably are acquainted with already. If you attended Gen Con, you probably have seen him, or if you saw the video seminar, because that is already up on YouTube, on our YouTube channel. Feel free to check it out. So, jump on the ship, travelers. We're sailing. The Northern Tribes are a temporary alliance formed by Orcs and Varank. They are living in the Boreal lands in the north of Lindwurm. They are the sturdiest, most resilient, and more violent warriors in the whole Lindwurm. They inflict terror in the hearts of many wherever they go, with their maces, swords, and axes. Smashing skulls and separated limbs are among their common activities. Once they are gone, there's a painful, heartbreaking silence, only shattered by the burning remains and the beast of prey coming to feast on the fallen. The orcs are instinctive combatants, intelligent, born to hunt and to fight, and they are great predators. The Varank are thirsty for blood and disciplined, and they are quite proud of something nobody else has in Lindwurm, their totems. These spirit animals can be awakened through the tattoos that cover their bodies, and they enhance their abilities. Long story short, if you were caught by an orc or a Varank, well, you're f***ed. And now, it is time to reveal the fifth and tallest member of our party of reckless yet lovely adventurers. Are you ready for him? Let me see those arms in the sky. Let me see and hear those battle cries. I can hear you roar. Here comes Ormuk from the frozen lands of Lindwurm. Been the first in everything. He was the first one to be ready for the rite of passage into adulthood. He was the first in his group to mark his body with the orcish war scars, and he was the first one to join the seafaring raids against the hegemony of Ember 6 colonies in the island of Chains. It was during one of these raids that he was captured by the hegemony soldiers, aware of the orcs' savage side, and to prevent their prisoners from rebelling, soldiers would keep orcs in a daze using sedative potions. Rage and resentment started to fill Ormuk's heart. His life changed entirely when the crew of the slave ship he was on were led to mutiny, thus ending up in Hawthorne Point, where he has been, well, just getting by to this day. With the aid of Ansar, the tattoo artist also known as the Hare, he's been able to get a couple of jobs, often carrying caskets onto ships from feudum, because nobody wants to do that except for very desperate people. Knowing his warrior nature though, Ansar has acted as a liaison between Ormuk and the adventuring teams that have been forming in Hawthorne Point and venturing into the fog. That, more certainly, seems like a job better suited for an orc than moving boxes of the dead around. A tiny bit more about the orcs in Lindwurm, and more precisely, a little bit about Ormuk. Orcs are energetic, they are fierce, they are devoted, but they are not brainless masses of flesh going around screaming in the air with their heads up. No, I mean, they are intelligent. They are calculating. they are strategic. So you can say bye-bye to the preconception of orcs being stupid. Not our orcs, not our Ormuk. Ormuk is a warrior, a strong presence within the team, and someone that reckons the best defense is a strong attack. His mechanic is powered by the rage tokens that he can gain and spend in his energy panel in exchange for actions. His initiative value is not affected by the energy panel, however, he requires the rage tokens to perform more actions. His vitality value is the highest for those, considering his on the front line quite usually, and he's like almost 2.5 meters tall. And he aims for the special symbols because these weapons have switches. Switches you can want, and you can and you want to use. Trust me with this one. Let's see what our orc is bringing to the party. Ormoc's initial equipment consists of an orc machete with a powerful switch that will allow you to change special symbols for successes. He does not go unprepared to battle, and thus he's wearing a leather placard to protect himself. His special object is a bone pendant, a memory of his tribe back in the frozen north. Let's talk about the narrative campaign for our dungeon crawler, Warcrow Adventures. As you know, because we've said this in many interviews, videos, and posts on social media, this game is strongly connected to the narrative, so it's a big part of it. The core campaign will have 10 missions, and who knows, maybe some more stuff that would be unlocked during the Kickstarter campaign, so stay tuned for that. Through these missions, you will explore the surroundings of Hawthorne Point, getting deeper and deeper into the territories affected by the fog. You will also play in the city itself, and we've prepared a variety of scenarios and settings for you to experience. I've also mentioned before that decisions are important and will have its impact throughout the campaign. You and your party will have the chance to choose if you interact in a certain way with different characters in different situations, and those will impact the development of the campaign. By the end of the campaign, you will have a better understanding of what's going on in Lindwurm and in Hawthorne Point specifically. We wanted this game to be the war mod that would open the path for our war game. And through the narrative, you can learn many things about the nations, the characters, the fog, and much more. Who wants to see the miniature? I said, who wants to see the miniature? Let's hear it for our orc. Make the walls tremble. Bring it on, Coda! I think that was an accurate reaction to how I felt towards Ormoc, but let me elaborate a little bit more. I love him. Ormoc is one of my favorite characters from the Dungeon Crawler, and I wish you'd understand Spanish so I could go goblin mode, Tharamono mode in my mother tongue, because I feel Spanish is more affected. My feelings are strongly felt. Oh, our howling hooligan. I love him! And this is all for now. Thank you for joining us today. Make sure to follow and subscribe to not miss any of the updates about the Warcrow universe and its games. May you have a lovely day, dear travelers, and as always, be aware because the fog is coming.